Selling the flows and all that. And them niggas not even, like, showing a nigga no love or none of that. Y'all niggas think y'all about to...
Just want to say to let the people know that this judge is crazy, bro. This judge she knocked me up because...
Gervonta Davis successfully influenced both the referee's decisions during the fight and the judge's final scores. As a result, the World Boxing Association lightweight champion was taken into police custody. From there, he spoke out about the situation, hinting that there was more to the controversy than people realized, subtly suggesting possible corruption within certain boxing organizations. What shocked many was that, despite the blatant unfairness against Lamont Roach, the New York State Athletic Commission took no action to rectify the situation. Instead, Tank was declared the rightful winner.
Gervonta Davis, Mr. That's it. We finally got you.
Yes, Judge. Thank you very much.
No problem.
After an audio recording leak, the buzz surrounding Gervonta Davis quickly spread. Lamont Roach Jr.'s confidence is at an all-time high. You might expect that after the New York State Athletic Commission dismissed his appeal to overturn the controversial draw from his March 1st fight against Gervonta Davis, he would let it go. But that's not the case. Instead, he continues to take shots at Tank whenever he gets the chance. His frustration is understandable, but at this point, both sides seem to want a rematch, so why not just sign the contract and settle it in the ring? It appears there's some trash talk that needs to be handled first. Davis and Judge Haas are involved in legal proceedings, but it's no longer just about the fight. Recently, Lamont Roach Jr. got into an online dispute with another boxer, Lorenzo Simpson, who sided with Gervonta Davis and claimed that Tank would knock Roach out in a rematch. Instead of keeping things civil, Roach flaunted his wealth, throwing down a $250K bet and saying, "Yeah, $250K, just like I bet your role model. If you can show it to me, we're good money." His confidence is undeniable, but he's now taking things up a notch. Just hours ago, he went as far as to issue a subtle threat toward Gervonta Davis in an Instagram post. Ring magazine recently highlighted Roach Jr.'s latest social media antics.
Basically, I bought a property. I did everything in my power to listen to my lawyers.
You have 60 seconds
Lamont
remaining.
Roach Jr. hinted at a rematch with Gervonta Davis in an Instagram post today. His caption read, "I proved that I'm a pound-for-pound talent against a generational star in the sport. I was born a star, but on March 1st, the world finally. I can't wait to run it back and put on another show. Part 2 on the way." But why does Lamont Roach Jr. believe he's a pound-for-pound talent? For starters, everyone remembers that pivotal moment in the 9th round when Gervonta Davis took a knee. While Tank insists it wasn't due to a punch, but rather a mix of hair grease and sweat that momentarily blinded him, forcing him to go down, some fans weren't convinced. While some bought his explanation, many gave Roach credit for the non-knockdown moment that had the boxing world talking.
Gervonta Davis and Mr. Haas tonight. Assuming the profile probably caused it.
Good morning, Judge Kenneth Haas.
But is that single moment enough for Roach to believe he's superior to Davis? Another factor fueling his confidence could be Ring Magazine's latest pound-for-pound rankings. Devin Haney has taken Davis's previous spot, and ESPN now ranks Roach at number 6 in the 135-pound division. Recognition like that can definitely boost a fighter's self-belief. As for Davis, is he responding to all this? Yes and no. After initially stating he wanted the rematch by the end of May, he has gone completely silent. An unusual move for Tank. He's typically quick to fire back with trash talk, but this time, the 30-year-old has been keeping quiet. And when a fighter like him goes silent, it usually means he's planning something big behind the scenes.
Getting money off of niggas and not whistling. Not playing. Like, come on, bro. Y'all niggas is crazy. So we elsewhere with that shit.
Funny enough, Tank initially dismissed the New York native, claiming he hadn't done enough to make an impact in boxing. But in a recent interview with NBA analyst Stephen A. Smith on ESPN, he suddenly seemed more open to the idea of a rematch. Fight with Ryan Garcia would undoubtedly be a massive payday, but it's not happening anytime soon. Garcia first has to get past Rolly Romero on May 2nd, and if he wins, Devin Haney will be waiting for him, assuming Haney beats Jose Carlos Ramirez that same night. So while a Tank versus Garcia rematch is a possibility, it's going to take time that Tank might not have, considering Roach has been relentless in calling him out, even while he was dealing with legal issues.
Just off the top, man, I was, a little disappointed. Just for the sake of boxing itself, and obviously my result from the fight. I think
if this rematch takes place and Roach's promoter, Gary Jonas, insists it will, it could finally deliver the fireworks fans expected the first time. But the real question remains, is Tank preparing for a stronger comeback, or is he eyeing the exit? Devon Davis has already hinted that he only has 3 or 4 fights left before he retires. And let's be honest, if he's nearing the end of his career, he'll be looking for the biggest payday possible. Consider this. Does a rematch with a relatively lesser-known name like Lamont Roach Jr. bring in the kind of money he wants? Or would he cash in much more by securing fights with bigger stars like Shakur?
The key that they pointed out the things that were actually done wrong, and there's still no movement to overturn the fight. Just really saddened me a little bit. But I wasn't.
On Wednesday, a Baltimore judge spared World Boxing Association lightweight champion Gervonta Tank Davis from jail time after he admitted to violating his probation for a hit-and-run that injured 4 people, including a pregnant woman. Circuit. Judge Althea M. Handy instead extended Davis's probation for 18 months and ordered him to make a $1,000 donation to the Community Assistance Network. Davis, 30, now residing in Parkland, Florida, admitted to leaving the state without approval. His probation officer in Maryland happened to spot him having dinner on January 22nd at Proper Cuisine on East Redwood Street near South Calvert Street in downtown Baltimore, less than half a mile from the Clarence M. Mitchell Jr. and Elijah E. Cummings courthouses. Judge Handy noted that Davis's probation officer in Florida had been lenient, granting him travel passes to the U.S. Virgin Islands twice.
Decision of the New York State Athletic Commission, I kind of accepted my fate just a little bit. I had a lot of hope, I'm not going to lie.
Additionally, Judge Handy noted that she had granted Davis permission to attend the 2024 Paris Olympic Games to support and advise Team USA Boxing. She denied his request to travel to Japan for his 30th birthday. At the same time, expressed uncertainty about the effectiveness of sentencing him to additional jail time. "I don't like sending anyone to jail, sir. I really don't." But you need to wake up, please, she later added. "I don't ever want to see you in court again." Baltimore boxing champion Gervonta Tank Davis was previously sentenced to 90 days of home detention for his involvement in a 2020 hit-and-run incident.
I view that I have to come with it all. I have to do more. Obviously, just to secure the win is doing.
Judge Handy sentenced Davis to 90 days of home detention along with 3 years of probation, citing his consistent pattern of disregarding the law. He was originally required to serve his home detention at the residence of his longtime coach and trainer, Calvin Ford. Handy later revoked his home detention after discovering that Davis had been serving his sentence at a Four Seasons hotel and a $3.4 million penthouse condo in Locke. At that point, in a now-deleted Instagram Live, Davis lashed out at Handy, calling her crazy and claiming, "She locked me up because basically I bought a property."